So the first step, okay, so the first thing you see, you hold, you put your feet together, put your elbow close to your body, and try to make your arm connecting with your body. So the first step, you pull, you just how big the person. So you lean back. Now you feel he pull me and I pull him. That's all. So now all I do is I shake my body. That's all. I shake my body and my arm follow. And I use lesser muscle. You get the point? I use very little, so I don't hold too tight. So if I close to my body, I shake. So so now I can control how much I want to. So all I need is the shaking go up to the neck, to the hip, to the abdominal, to the chest, and to the neck. And I use lesser energy. I use much lesser energy. If I go like this, you can do it, but it's a lot of energy in the hand. Use your hand too much. And you're going to get exhausted. Okay. Before you want to do anything yet. Okay. So again, your leg together, your arm. Now you pull. When he pull me, I pull him. Now I am connect. So I move. The people move. If I spiral, it's the same again. My hip spiral. I spiral back. So that is when you better, you can do that. Okay. So that is the first. Okay. And usually I work with the thumb. The thumb. When you relax, you connect the thumb. Okay. And now the next thing, the arm also so I hold two fingers. When people feel relaxed, you go to the abdominal easier. Otherwise, they're too much. Okay? And you do the other side. Okay. Now, the neck you have to be good. You hold. So you pull a little bit. You hold. Okay. Be careful the ear. If they have ring, be careful. The ear ring. So you shake it loose. You feel it's loose on the neck. Okay. And you make the spinal cord long by just simple hold and pull. So all of them, you can see. Now you turn back. Now the person getting loose. So the first step, loosen it up. So your hip. So start with the hip. Start with the hip. Okay? When you doing the hip, now ribcage have to be careful because sometimes you don't get the timing, people feel pain. Okay? So you loosen this one first and you started to do this. Okay? They must relax before you actually can do okay. And tell the people to relax, relax, relax. Now, the next thing is the whole healing. See, I get this middle line first, so I'm shaking it. So I make the middle line loose, and I do the lung sound. It's very good, like in our therapies, we always have them use the mouthwash. Because sometimes you eat something, eat some garlic, and you you are awakening them. Okay, so sometimes you move the other side. Loosen it up, shake. So there are two movements. So, okay. Now, when you go and you go deeper and you loosen it up, you shake it loose, you shake it loose, you shake it loose. So the middle line, and now I'm shaking the whole abdominal. And I have an idea where the tension are. Okay, so now you have some tension here, and there is the stomach area. Okay, and now I know where the problem. Okay, now I going around. That's the intestine area. Okay, now I going around here. There is the sigmoid colon. Okay. So I have an idea how tension is. And I have an idea that, hey, you are loosened now. Okay? You have the idea? And the more idea walking is from here, walk to the leg, in touch with the people, and walk to the other side. Okay? Keep in touch. Keep in touch. Keep in touch until you walk the other side. Okay? Now, so we start with this on the left side. And usually for men, we start with the left side. Or from the beginning, you start with the left side and you ask for the energy. Okay? You start on the left. For women, you start on the right. That means you ask, but this session have to start on the left. Everybody follow me? Why? Because the flow, iliocerebral flow this way, and the sigmoid colon flow this way. Is that okay, everybody? Follow me? Hello? The sigmoid colon go this way, okay? Go down the rectum. And now the ileocecal valve go this way to the last intestine, coming down and going down this way. So that's why we like you to stand on the right hand side. So the first step, we loosen this area. Okay? So you find the hip bone here. You find the hip bone. We find the hip bone here. So you clear this area. Some people very tickling and very pain. Because this is all the blood vessel, the blue blood, the red blood, and the nervous system, and the intestine, everything are here. So I clear this area, and I find a pulse. Some people you cannot find the pulse when they're too thick. Now, sometimes, now I find the pulse here. Yeah, the pulse is right here. So, when I find the pulse here, now the same pulse outside here. The same pulse outside on the here. The two sides, you see. What I'm touching now here is here, right in the middle. When I feel the pulse, it's here in the middle, and vein no pulse, but you can feel something running deep. Okay, the nervous system no pulse, but you can feel pain. So you have to. They're very close. You see, I find the pulse here. Now the other pulse is outside here. The same. Okay, because they are. So if I find this pulse, the outside is right here. You have the idea? This is the femoral pulse. Hello? Now, if I activate this pulse, the whole blood will flow down to the leg and go up to the head and go to the body. So that is the first pulse. So we are, before that, we're using pressing for a while and open. But now we know that it's like a pumping system. They actually like pump. So the whole technique that we're going to use a lot here is you find the pulse, and the one that you're going to see a different part is the vein the blood circulation one way, and the artery, the blood circulation one way, different, and the vein, the blood circulation, you feel it different again. But all this is what I tell you, it took me 35 years to understand it. My master told me that it's 45 years ago. All the sickness happen is the flow of the vein are too slow. That's it. I said, but how are you going to fight the vein? Because you cannot fight them, you know. And it's simple anatomy, but you never think about it. If you fight, so the whole key like this, I tell you, so you're going to see the whole week you're going to use that. If I fight this pulse and I pump this plow, and you ask the person that where you feel the flow, usually go right to the leg and coming back up. Now I feel that the energy flow to the body already. Now I move from here, I move a little bit down. That's all. I move a little bit down. There are no pulse. But I know that if I move a little bit only and I pump on that vein, okay, I pump on the vein. If I pump on the vein, I make because the vein have no pump. The vein have no pump. So the vein move up is the muscle contraction. The muscle. So if you walk, if you do exercise, the blue blood will flow better. If we sit too long, now the blood don't flow very well. Now we get all the vein clot up in the blood. Okay? Especially when you're in an aeroplane, they sit for 5, 6, 10 hours. Now the blood from the leg don't flow back very well, especially in high altitudes. You get trouble for that. Yeah. And that's the big trouble for that. Okay? So now when I fight here, all I do, I put my elbow. Now depending on how big the person is. Okay? So if I feel the pulse, okay. So I have to find the right spot. You see, there are bone here, and there are spot. Don't press on the bone, but between the bone, there are spot there. So when I find the spot, I put my elbow there, and make sure I can pump. So you count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's about 10 degrees. That's it. 1, 2. If people are very big dummy, now you cannot be 10 degrees. You have to be at 20 degrees up, because you go in already 10 degrees. You see, if the people dummy big, you put it down, it's already here. So you have to go here. Okay. So now, if they're the smaller person, you can do 1, 2, 1, 2. Very relaxed, no power. You just elbow and you lean your body. Very relaxed and just 1, 2, 1. Now it's just like it open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. That's all. Now I increasing the power. Okay. So now, very relaxed. If you 10, it cannot work. Where you feel the pulse? Where you feel the flow? You feel the flow already? Where you go? Louder. You say loud. It going down to the feet already now. Yeah. It go to the feet and back up, right? Yeah. So now he feel that the energy go down. This is real. You can ask the person that you do it right or wrong. Okay? And it flow or not flow. See? And it's real that it flow. And it continue floating. Continue floating. And the whole circulation of body are flow. Okay? Now when you feel where it flow now?
It's flowing down to the bubble spring.
Okay, go down to the feet, to the bubble spring now. Yeah, and where it go now?
And then it's going up the inside of
And go up here also, yeah. And you feel come up to your body? Okay. Now when I feel it flow, in this part, I'm not very clear to do, I'm going to do the vein on the outside, okay? So I just finish it, okay? So when you feel it started to move, now I want to go to this part. So the same thing, I clear this area, I clear, and I find the pulse. Okay. So his pulse is right here. You can touch your pulse here. Feel the pulse? Yeah. So I find the pulse. So now I put my elbow right on the pulse, and I angle this way more. A V shape, a V shape. And I find the pulse, and I pump. Now the other leg open and the blood go back up. And you feel a real circulation on the body. Where you feel now?
Yeah, all the way down.
Yeah.
And up from the inside there.
The leg, okay. And where the body?
And I can feel it even come up to my shoulder.
Okay. So come up to the shoulder and come up to the arm. Now the circulation, so if you do it right, the circulation move immediately, chi. A lot of healing take place. Okay, a lot of healing take place.
It's going down here into my palm and back up to the inside as well.
Yeah. You feel more now? Yeah. Where it go now? Go up to the head now, okay. So now I know that the energy go up. Some people, you can feel the leg is good. The circulation go to the leg because some people more block. It take much more time. So now you spiral, you finish, you slowly come up. Don't come up suddenly. Now the circulation from here, come up to the head. That is, you increasing the circulation. So I opening the soul gate and the tiny gate. So we call a sigmoid colon and ileocecal valve. Okay, these two gates. These two gates block, and we know there is the inguinal vein and artery. Okay, there is a big one that's supplying a lot of energy to the sexual organ, supply a lot of energy up into intestine, supply energy up to the bladder, to the uterus also, to the ovary, okay, and to the uterus. Ovary is separate from the navel here, okay. So now I come up to here. Oh, it's difficult. Okay, so you can see here the hip. Here the hip bone. Just now do inside, yes or no? Everybody? I do inside, and now I do outside. Understand that? Outside, the pulse very clear because very exact. So the pulse right here. Okay. So you can feel your pulse first. Okay, the pulse right here. So I do on the left side and go to the right side. V. So I go this way. Don't go this way. Everybody, okay? On the left side, I go this way is the V point, the V shape. Now I touch, I feel the pulse, and I pump. I can see a different circulation now. Where you feel now? Yeah, so now it's more open, it go up to the head. Yeah, because the blood are more circulation, it go back up to the head. Okay. Now when I feel that it go up to the head, now I only move. So you're going to see different. I only move down a little bit. Down. I'm moving down. When I go out and not feel the pulse, now I go into the vein. I go to the vein and I pump. Now the circulation is the vein are going back to the heart faster. The vein. That means the blue blood. So now a lot of pain will take away from this. A lot of pain. Okay? because the vein slow, it settle down everything. Where do you feel now?
In the head and a little bit in the heart. So.
Okay, so now it feel to the heart. That means this blood is more faster go back to the heart. Because this is the one that's supposed to go back to the heart. It makes all the blue blood faster from all the body going up and go up into the vena cava up to the heart. And that's what the whole key of this. Okay, and that is what all the sickness started to happen. If you're too slow, it settle down. When it settle down, it's creating a lot of sickness. A toxic waste material settle down and creating a lot of sickness. Okay. Where you go now? Yeah. So now you can see that all the blue blood are more faster, go up faster now. Okay. From small intestine, from everything, go back to the heart. So very simple, gentle. If you get the right place, it's only move, you see, from the pulse, and you can go check in from the pulse, I move down a little bit only a little bit. Then I don't feel the pulse, and that is the vena cava, at the vein. And you go back to vena cava, and go back to the heart. So the traffic jam from there. Okay? Everybody? Hello? All the traffic jam is up from there, from the vena cava, from the vein and the vena cava, and it back up from the organs. It's from there. And if the heart, it pumps, it seems no traffic jam, but later on when all these veins are jammed up, the heart pump getting very slow. We have to push a lot through it. That's why the heart go too exhausted. So now the last one we do for this session, the same. So it's from here. I find the hip and I find the pulse. Okay. So when I find the pulse, now the pulse is here. So I put the hand on the pulse here, and I pump. When the blood flow, chi flow and blood flow, now I move a little bit to the vein, and now I help. It's just like a step-up transformer. You help the blue blood to circulation better, and that's you help a lot. Okay, so the V shape is go this way. Get it, everybody? The V shape. So now I get the pulse. Sometimes you put it down, you miss the pulse, and you pump. Just this alone, you have a lot of circulation, tremendous circulation, move. And the body starts to remember that. The body. Where you feel now?
Toes coming up a little bit up here, and the liver.
So now it's circulation moving better now, the circulation. Now, okay, now when you feel them, or now I move a little bit down. From the part that I feel, I move a little bit down, and that is the vein. That's the vein, the blue blood. Everybody follow me? Hello? Everybody follow me? ขอสไลด์อีกทีหนึ่ง The vein. So this is what? The blue blood is what? Here. We call what? Vein. And the red blood, we call what? Artery. Okay? So divide them out. We have aorta, big blood vessel. Aorta, vena cava. One is red blood, one is blue blood. When it's coming down smaller, we have vein and artery. When it go down smaller, what we call? Capillary. Okay? We have 45,000 mile long of capillary. Okay? Hello? That clear? Now, all the problem is the what? All the problem in the organs have problem is what? The return blood are slow. Why? Because there are no pump. They need the heart to help if you don't help them. When the heart gets weaker, all the return blood getting slow. So every organ don't get what? Oxygen, nutrition, repair, and protection. Now we gone. Now all kinds of sickness start to happen. You agree on that? You agree on that? So now you see the important part of that. Okay? See that? Okay. So when I move down, so this is the hip, and below the hip here, and I move down a little bit. I move down a little bit. Here's the palm, and I move down a little bit. You understand that? When I move down, and then I work on what? The vein. The vein is what? Blue blood, return blood, and all the blue blood is what? Lack of what? Oxygen, and a lot of toxic and toxic and waste material in the cells. If you accumulate in the body, the first thing what you do? You get sick. That's the whole key. So if I go on here, I give them a help. And the body starts to remember that. Hi, I want this kind of pump, I want the circulation to move. And your body started to help, to remember that. Okay? Where you feel that now? Mm-hmm. Moving better now, okay? So that is all the blood started to move better because there are no pulse here, but you are right on the vein, okay? So, okay? For those of you on the table, no problem, but people on the floor, I show you on the floor. So the same theory, your hand hold, and you see, you start with slow, is your hand close to your body, and you you must feel a connection. I pull him, he pull me, yes or no? But if you pull too much, you pull him down. You see the point? So you just feel right. So now all you do is your hip move, your hip, and your arm is hold. He's a big guy, so now so you tell him to relax more. So now you see, my body move, he moving. So you move your body rather than only move your arm. You use much less energy. See the point? Yeah. So you see, you pull, your body pulling him. Don't use your arm. This is the simple of the Tai Chi principle. You use lesser force to affect a bigger force. Okay? Otherwise, if you do 3, 4, 5 people and you get a big, heavy guy, you're going to be exhausted in one guy. Only one. Okay? So the same. And now if you work on the big toes, the same. Okay? So, okay? Yeah. So you move up a little bit. Yeah. Just very gentle and relaxed. It's a city not tuck, 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 tuck. It's not pok, 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 like this. You understand that? It's just like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? You see? When you find a pound, 1, 2, 1, 2. Very gentle. Stop. It's the pump. The pump like the heart. Boom. Okay? Pump. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. No. This is too slow. Not like this. Nothing happens. Because your elbow up. Fix your elbow. If your elbow up, when you go down, you lean your body. That's all. When you feel that, hey, enough for him or her, now you get that area. Now you 1, 2. 1, 2. Close, open, close, open, close, open. Just little bit help a step-up transformer. Here is a big pump. And when it cool down here, it's too many. And what happened? Your electricity are dropped down, and what you going to do? Hello? What are you going to do? You put a step up here, and you step them up. You have a step up here, so all the power is a step up transformer. Because we have how many 20 seconds the heart have to pump how much blood, how much distance they have to travel. 20 seconds, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 20 seconds, the blood have to surrounding the world one time. 20 seconds. 50,000 miles long. Now, you know, from the 4 miles, from the 4 kilometers, so 2 miles, 2 miles from the street to here, when I move here, you know what happened? No air condition, nothing at all. We cannot put any air condition, cannot put any refrigerator, because from the main street to here is 2 miles, more than 2 miles. And all the electricity are dropping down, okay? And the only one way, they said, you have to get your own step up. And you have to get the pole from the beginning of the street in here to make a high intention wire. Because over here is village. There nobody have a high tension wire. We need to get 2,000 volt in. And you have to pay from them all. So we pay for that all. Okay? And now everybody using it. So, but beginning we have to do. Because I need, so the step transformer is right there. So the electricity drop down, at night they drop down from 220 to 150. No pump can run. And no air condition can run. No way. We discovered that by install all the air condition, and they test out in the daytime, no problem because nobody turn on. Everybody go to work. But nighttime, everybody started to turn on. Now we can't have it. So this is the step-up transformer. Do you understand that? Hello? This is the step-up transformer. Because from here to here is already 5,000 miles. You go into each organ is 10,000 to 20,000 miles long of capillary. So the electricity, the power, the blood are slowed down. That's why when you pump the blood flow, and it's right. Okay?